Well, it all started about 2 years ago. I was in Arizona at the home of Keith Locke, and we were just chatting out in the backyard of his home. And he said, I'd love to do a project with you. He mentioned he liked the idea of Bacanora. And I looked at him and said, what in the devil's name is Bacanora? It's this agave spirit made in Sonora. And he said, in fact, I have some here. Give it a try. And I tried it and I thought, wow, this is really interesting, because it was like halfway in between tequila and mezcal. How come I haven't heard of this? What's the story behind Bacanora? And he said, actually, it was illegal between 1915 and 1992. In fact, if you got caught making Bacanora in the mountains of Sierra Madre, you could be shot or hanged. It's kind of the Mexican version of moonshine. So in 1992, it finally became legal. And in the year 2000, the Mexican government actually gave it its own appellation, Bacanora. I was fascinated by the story and then thought, wow, this is really interesting. And the fact that it was new, that that hardly anyone has done it, was really enticing. I think it has tremendous potential, because when you walk into a great bar and you see 20 tequilas, you see 5 mezcals, but you don't see a single Bacanora. So here we have the fastest growing spirit in the country, and yet this is an undiscovered product within this category that is kind of the best of both, the best of tequila and mezcal. We came up with the name Estaca 1627. 1627, when the town of Bacanora was founded and had this agave plant first being distilled. And Estaca means stake in Spanish. We kind of thought that would be really appropriate, going back to the Old West and the story of staking your claim on land of what created the Old West. If you're going through Sonora and you're going up to the Sierra Madre, you can imagine that not much has changed in hundreds of years, and that things are pretty much the way they were a long time ago. And so we wanted to bring something that took us back to that era.